Hey Cancers, welcome to Love Evolution. This is Stella. For those of you who are new, welcome. For those of you who are returning, thank you for stopping in. This is going to be your reading for July 2018. For those of you who did order a reading from me in June, first of all, thank you very much. I have received many more requests than I initially anticipated, which I'm very happy about and thrilled, but it is taking me quite a bit longer than I expected to get them all done. I am working on them. I did send an email out to all of you who have yet to receive your reading, but again, I just appreciate your patience and understanding with this. I am outside here. I've got some people at my neighbor's house doing some work on some trees. So if that noise pops up, I apologize. For those of you that did watch last month, I am using the same spread and the same layout because I love to do these. I prefer to do the readings outside. But I will be more aware of how I lay the cards down and try to eliminate any extra noises. I think that's about it. If you are new, all of my readings are focused on your highest good, okay? So your natural talents, your natural skills, the things that light you up in life, okay? It can be really hard in today's day and age to pursue, to have the courage to pursue your calling, and your unique path. So all of my readings are done with the intention to provide you with the information, messages, and just clarity that you need during this time period in order to make the choices that are most aligned with your highest good, okay? And it's going to be different for everybody because these are general readings and there's quite a few of you. The messages tend to be as specific as they need to be, but for everybody, it's going to apply to a different area of your life. So in that way, I encourage you to take the messages that resonate with you and apply them to the area of life that is most fitting, okay? And in that way, it's a collaboration between the two of us. At the end, I will explain, I'll link my Instagram down below and explain where you guys can find me and all that good stuff. But I think that's about it. Let's get on to your reading. When I was tuning into your energy, I'm sitting up here. I have a hummingbird feeder right above my head here, and the hummingbird came, and it made me think how quick they are and how able to adapt to their environment they are, right? So like the hummingbirds, within a day or two, they found this feeder that I put up for them. But otherwise, they would be finding other sources. They would be going to the flowers and, whatever. But since this source of food is available, they found it right away and they continue to return to it. And then it may seem unrelated, but I got the image. You guys are the crab, right? That's the animal that symbolizes your astrological sign. So I got the symbol. I don't know if you're aware, but they're called, I think it's Christmas Island, and in the tropics, there are these creatures called coconut crabs, and they come out of the water. They're giant. They're like, I don't know, a couple feet across, 12 inches or more across, and they live in the coconut trees, and they're actually like, like rodents or like raccoons would be for us here in America. They're scavengers, so they'll get into people's garbage. They will, but the message of that is a crab belongs in water, right? First and foremost. But it does have that ability to, it's a water creature, right? Water element. You guys are a water sign, but you have the ability to kind of fluidly and easily move from water to land as the situation requires, okay? So how that's important this month is just to be adaptable and to be willing to take sustenance spiritual sustenance, positive energy, encouragement. Be able to take that where you find it, okay? It may come in a form that you did not expect, and yet, you know, it could prove to be a very rich source of nourishment for you this month, okay? So, Cancer, July. It's very hot out here, you guys, so as you can see, I'm like squinting in the sun, but the sun will go down a little bit as the reading goes on. It's so beautiful. And you guys, these summer months can be tough for you guys, for Cancers. You kind of, it's almost like things are moving too fast and it's too hot. Sometimes you want to retreat back into your shell. But again, this month, just be willing to go out of your comfort zone, okay? Last month was all about coming out of your shell and finding new and better habitats, environments for you to thrive in, okay? So this month, in that new environment, be willing to utilize the resources around you in whatever form they come, okay? Cancer. I'm going to shuffle one more time. Cancer, July. What does Cancer most need to know for their highest good? Okay. Recent past, present, future, what's above, so what's on your mind, okay, what's below, and what's crossing you, and this one did want to come out. We're just going to have him as an extra. Okay, so we'll start with that. Oh, and I didn't explain, for the main part of your reading, we're using the Morgan Greer Tarot here, okay? If we need clarity, I will pull from my little pocket Rider-Waite at the end. We're going to do an Archangel guidance card for you, as well as your animal totem for the month. And when we get to your challenge and advice, I'm going to use the Chrysalis Tarot here, okay? So in your recent past, we have the Star, presence, the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, lots of positive energies, Cancer. Okay, so your recent past, we have the Star. This represents your goals, your dreams, okay? Your personal, unique path, your highest path. And it's about balancing the emotions, okay, the water and the land, the actions that you take to reach that goal, okay? And allowing so when you set the intent, when you decide what you really want, okay, your personal path, your destiny, when you set that intent, you allow universe to show you signs, okay? And in that way, it's like the star lighting your path, okay? Like the North Star guiding you, okay? So it's really positive. It's being aligned, being on your path. Currently, we have the Page of Pentacles, which is, okay, a page is a messenger, right? He's not quite a knight. And the pentacles represent the physical, material things in our lives. So, the material possessions we have, the car, the house, the, you know, business. And as far as the page, I think you have an idea. He's a messenger, right? First and foremost. And he serves a cause. So, and he's looking at the star right here, okay? So I think there's a lot of pentacles in this card, in this spread. It could very well have to do with your career and your work. So I think you have an idea, you have a goal, you have something you want to build in the physical, tangible reality, whether it's a business, whether it's a project that you're wanting to launch, whether it's a new project you're taking on in work, okay? But you can see, you see how he's looking at the star here? This is how it appears to me, okay? He's looking back in his past at the star. So it's almost like weighing your present actions, okay? Weighing your present actions and your present making plans about what you're going to do and making sure that they align with your destiny, with your star, okay? Which is super positive. What's crossing you currently right now, so what is challenging you, is the Three of Wands, okay? See how his back is turned to us? And the wands represent motivation. They're the fire element. So they are inspiration, motivation, what gives you the drive to do something. So although you have the idea, and I really get the sense that this has to do with furthering your career, okay? I think that's really on your mind right now. Of course, your destiny and your truth is on your mind, but you're wanting to make it tangible and make it work for you. You want to have a job that that you believe in what you're doing and you're able to make money from it, right? So you have the concept of what you want to do, you know, you have a concept of it, and you're just starting to figure out either a new phase or, you know, right at the beginning, how am I going to make this work? How am I going to make this happen and make it lucrative for myself? How am I going to serve this ideal, walk this path that's uniquely mine, okay, and make it real in the world? And your challenge, what's challenging you is the vision, okay, the ability to look to the future and decide. So you may just be at the beginning. You know, whenever any of us come up with a new idea, it's like that first moment of the idea is so exciting, and we think about how it could be real and what real and tangible things will come of it when it happens, right? But then the next step is starting to plan and starting to figure out, well, how are we actually going to make that happen? So the element of you know, motivation of how you're going to do that is what's challenging you right now. Okay, sorry, Cancer. So your ability to focus, your ability to really dream of the future, okay? And okay, below on your subconscious, we have the Five of Pentacles, okay, which is poverty, okay? It's feeling poor. It's feeling, again, Pentacles are the material things in life, okay? And you can see this is almost reminiscent of a church. And here we have this beaten almost soldier, and he's coming for comfort and assistance from this church, right? This higher institution, but it's in the reverse. So you may or may not be aware, but subconsciously, it's like you're very hopeful for the future, okay? But you have some lingering doubts about whether your destiny, this dream you have, okay, and this idea, this thing you want to build, physical in the real world, if it's going to be able to support you materially, right? It's in the reverse, so it's more positive, but you may or may not be aware that there's some lingering doubts there, okay? And that correlates with this being the card that crosses you, the energy that is challenging you. So your ability to look to the future. Do you see how his back is turned on the past? He's purely focused on the future. And the wands that are the motivation for his next actions. He's taking a small break. He's surveying his landscape, his environment, and he's deciding, what do I want my future to look like? And this is what's challenging you right now. So it could be confidence, you know, but above we have the Six of Swords, okay, which is about leaving a situation that is that's rough, okay, leaving a difficult situation in the hopes of something better. So very obviously, for the majority of you, I believe this is it's just having to do with what you do in the world, okay? The value you put out, the value you receive, and what you want to do in terms of work. You want to make that dream of yours, okay? That's part of your destiny, okay? And when you dream, when this star comes up, it's not only like your dream, okay? This is why I do these readings. It is part of your purpose, okay? A lot of times we just need, you know, the confidence to really go after it, and you're getting there, Cancer, this month. So I'll pull some more cards for this, but basically on your mind is, you know, the fact that you're having to leave some situation. It could be a previous job. The swords represent the air element of communication, okay? So thoughts, words, usually of others. This woman is more like, it's more like an outside circumstance has caused her to have to flee where she previously was, right? So what's on your mind is you know, leaving a situation that's harsh, that's people that are criticizing you, people that are maybe not believing in your dream, and you're feeling the need to get somewhere, to travel, to get somewhere new, whether in the physical sense or just, you know, emotionally. A new frontier, a new environment where your dreams can thrive, okay? Where you can think about your future and build your future. And the other aspect of this card is that you see she's being ferried across the rough water. See how on this side the water is rough and on this side the water is smooth. And she's being ferried across. So it's assistance from somebody else, okay? So that's what's on your mind, is how am I going to get to some place that allows me to thrive more than where I am now. And then subconsciously, it's like, it's almost like it's hope, but it's a little bit of residual fear of, well, when I get there, will I have enough? And it's also because he's coming to a church for assistance, it's also being afraid that the assistance may not be there for you, okay? And that comes back to what I was saying about the crab, the coconut crab, and adapting to whatever whatever fruits your environment has for you. It's going to be really important for you to take advantage of those this month, Cancer, and to come out of your shell a little bit. You know, pop out of your shell and grab those coconuts, climb that tree. Something may seem, you know, it may seem out of reach, okay, but if you take the chance to get there, there's going to be bountiful reward, and there's going to be the assistance that you need, okay, to build the future that you want, okay. And then in your future, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is obviously bounty, okay. It's working hard for your bounty. Okay, and this man, it's like he's done all the plowing and now his crops are blooming. And he's just at the point where he's able to see, like, yeah, I'm going to have a good crop this year. I'm going to have a good bounty harvest this year. And his next step is to collect that harvest, right? And then take it to market and everything else that happens, okay? But it's, you know, if the Page of Pentacles is looking at how do I serve, how do I create this thing that's going to bring me money, right? And then the Eight of Pentacles is already having done the work. So this is in your near future. What popped out above, we have the Ace of Swords, okay? So you see it's the hand of God, and again, it's swords, ideals, ideas, words, communication, okay? So standing, and it's the number 1 card. 1 is in self, okay? Standing very firm in what you believe, making sure your thoughts and your words are aligned, okay? We also got the King of Pentacles, and he's in reverse. So immediately I want to say this is somebody else in your life. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, okay? And he's upside down. So it's somebody, some masculine energy, somebody who either has the money and the wealth to assist you, but they're in the reverse, or it's somebody who's questioning your ability to build this for yourself, okay? Because he's in the reverse, he's not assisting you. And then we got the King of Swords, so we got the Ace of Swords and the King of Swords, okay? So the Ace of Swords is making sure your thoughts, your beliefs, what you stand for, and what you say are aligned, okay? And the King of Swords is with masculine energy, with forward-moving energy, speaking those words, okay? So what you have to say, being able to stand up for what you believe and what you're trying to build this month is going to be very beneficial for you, Cancer. Can I get a little bit of clarity on this King of Pentacles? Why he's reversed? Why is this King of Pentacles showing up reversed? Why is this King of Pentacles showing up reversed? Celebration. Six of Wands. Can I get one more? Can I get one more? Four of Cups. Okay, so there's something, some ideal worth celebrating, okay? This belief that you have, this star, this belief that you have is worth celebrating, okay? And you're not, this King of Pentacles is upside down. This could also be your energy, okay? So the ability, the quality of owning the wealth that you have, okay? And your power and your prominence, owning it, okay? And speaking it clearly, being unafraid to speak your truth. So, like, if you don't, he's upside down because you're not, you're celebrating, you know, the idea, the star, okay? But you're not owning, you're not willing to own the power that you have, okay? You're feeling, I think, a little bit insecure, and it makes sense if you're leaving a bad situation and you're slightly worried about, you know, am I going to have enough? Am I going to get the assistance I need? And it's making you feel, it's making you not be able to, like, appreciate the wealth and bounty in your life. See how much bounty he has? I mean, he's got a big old coin there. He's the king. And there's all these grapes blooming, all this bounty, okay? But he's upside down. So, the ability to speak your mind, the ability to stand up for what you believe in, okay, are already present, and they're already in your energy. However, your ability to be proud of what you're creating, okay, and own your affluence is upside down, okay? So, in order to turn that right side up, you need to celebrate this ideal, this belief, okay? This man has fought for an ideal, and he's coming home being celebrated, okay? He's being celebrated by others, okay? So when you do share that idea, when you do own your prominence, you're going to be celebrated. And the other part of it is, okay, appreciating what you already have in your life, like this in your future. In your very near future, you're going to have quite a bit of material wealth to celebrate, okay? So these cups are emotion. See how his hands are crossed, he's upset, he's not able to appreciate, he has 3 cups, but he's still upset, okay? So don't allow that to be your energy. Take what's being offered to you in your environment, okay? Like I said in the beginning, whatever form it comes in, happiness, financial assistance, you know, spiritual assistance, support, emotional support, be willing to look up and appreciate it, okay? And that's going to help you own your prominence, okay? And it's going to turn this card right side up. I'm going to pull your challenge and guidance. What's the challenge for Cancer this month? What's challenging Cancer this month in July? What does Cancer need to know about what is most challenging to them this month and their advice? What's the challenge and advice for Cancer this month? Challenge and advice. Challenge is the High Priestess reversed, okay? So, your divine intuition, okay? The part of you that, that birthed this idea. The part of you that is not, it's not the logical, mental, analytical left side brain, okay? It's the heart. It's allowing the heart, it's the difference between thinking and knowing, okay? So your knowing, your intuition is upside down, and that's your challenge this month. What's your advice? How do you fix it? The Four of Mirrors, which is the same as the Four of Cups, okay? So it's pretty clear cut. This message has been coming out for literally all the signs. We have like a lot of planets in retrograde right now, and it's kind of, it's slowing down the energy, and it's making it so people aren't able to celebrate and appreciate what's already in their lives, because it's like, you know, the bounty is showing up, the harvest is there, but they're unable to move forward and to appreciate it because of all this retrograde, reflective, backwards moving energy, okay? So your advice is the same. Your advice is the same thing that's going to turn your ability to own your power right side up, okay? And This is the same card here, okay? So don't allow yourself to be so upset that you don't see what's being offered to you in your environment, okay? You have 3 full cups. And this mermaid card, it's like, see how this relates? It's like, you remember in The Little Mermaid, and that song she would sing, I want more, right? She has everything she could want, but she wants more. And it's the same as this man here. He's upset and he's unable to see the bounty of all he has. And the fact that the divine universe is offering him happiness right here, okay? So try to really appreciate what you have in your life right now, Cancer, while you're going through this transition and while you're figuring out what you want in your future. That's going to really help you to feel better. And when you feel better, you're going to be able to get really clear on where you want to go, okay? And we also had the 3 of Mirrors pop out, which is communion with another, okay? It's again, it's accepting assistance where it comes. And this shows that the assistance will be there, okay? So I'm going to pull an overall guidance card for you because I want to give you something, some tangible advice. What's the overall guidance for Cancer for the month of July? What do they need to know in order to make the choices most aligned with their highest good? Okay, celebrate. Union, celebration of a higher ideal, okay? 4 is a number of, once you've done the work, it's the rest after the work, okay? This card is coming up for a lot of people. I don't know if it's like wedding season or honeymoon season, but it always reminds me of people being married, okay, right? The wands represent the fire element, the motivation, the higher ideal, the thing you want that's inspired from God. It's a higher ideal. And what is marriage but, you know, making physical the higher ideal, okay? And then you see, here's the banner they get married under, and here's the home they get to walk into and start their new life. Start, you know, the platform. You're leaving a bad place for a better place. You're looking for a platform to build your future upon, okay? So what's the advice? To really sit back and appreciate what you have right now, Cancer, okay? Continue to accept assistance where it shows up in your life, but really survey the reasons why you want this new financial start, okay? And by doing that, by getting crystal clear on it, it's already in your future. You don't have to do anything to get to this point. And this is the hard work, the bounty that comes after hard work, okay? So it's already in your energy. It's a beautiful month. You just need to continue to focus on what's already good in your life and get really crystal clear on what more you want, okay? And that's going to help you turn this, turn your intuition back on, okay? So let's pull your Archangel. What's the Archangel message for Cancer for July 2018? What does Cancer need to know for their highest good for July 2018? What's the Archangel message for Cancer? There it is. Relationship harmony. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved now, okay? So this includes this King of Pentacles. This is the only upside down card in here besides your challenge, okay? So any conflict, this includes internal conflict, okay? And relationship doesn't have to just mean love. It does. And this is certainly, your overall advice card is certainly reminiscent of marriage, okay? So if that is your scenario, focus on the future and go ahead and do the thing, you know? But in general, the angels are already working on it, okay? So this relationship could be people in your environment that you have to work with. It could be this King of Pentacles, whoever he is. It could be, and also yourself, you know, softening your heart towards yourself, okay? And then your animal totem. These animal messengers are really great because the animals don't lie, right? they embody their energy so fully. And so by watching them, how they live in the world and how they interact, we're able to get really clear messages on, you know, what energies would be most beneficial for us during this month. We got horse, freedom. You always have a choice. And I'm going to pull one more for you. Cancer. Okay. Okay. Horse, freedom. Okay. You're already going there, and the bounty is already in your future. Okay. You always have a choice. You always have a choice. And that includes to accept the assistance and accept the joy that's already in your life. You always have a choice. Okay? You can choose love or you can choose fear. And then we got lion, courage. Ask for what you want. Ask universe for what you want. Realign, get very clear on where you want to go, Cancer. Okay? Make sure your words and your thoughts align with your heart. Okay? And that, you know, if you do that, this is just, it's a little bit of internal work of getting clear on what your vision is. Okay? And then, like, your challenge basically is to just listen to your intuition and appreciate the abundance that's already in your life. Okay? Let yourself feel it. And by doing that, I mean, it's very, there's really nothing negative in this reading. Just get very clear on what you want, okay? So thank you so much, Cancer. You can find me on Instagram. I will link it down below. I do a daily reading there, also on Facebook. By like mid-July, or definitely before August, I'll have my website up, and at that point you can purchase a reading. For those of you who are waiting for your readings, again, thank you for your patience. I will have them out to you as soon as possible. And again, just thank you so much for joining me in this journey. I'm so honored to be able to channel these messages for you, and it's part of my personal expression, my highest path as well. So thank you for being part of it. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe if you would like more. I'm in this for the long haul. I'll be doing this every month for all the signs, sun, moon, and rising. You can check out your other signs as well on my channel. And any comments or feedback are so appreciated. I'm always looking to improve these readings and give you guys, you know, the information and the content that you want. So your feedbacks, comments, and suggestions are so appreciated. And if you have any questions, I will link my email down below again, and feel free to ask away. So thank you so much, Cancer.